Okay, it's the next morning. Guy's starting to look kind of cocky, isn't he? So let's just take his head off here. The glue's certainly dry by now. Get rid of that. Not a good thing will never come off of there. If it ever will break, if you're ever worried about joining a piece of wood to another piece of wood, as long as you've got a good glue surface, and we have a good glue surface because it's perfectly flat on both pieces, and we clamped it good and tight. If it ever comes apart, it's going to break somewhere else. It's never ever going to break on that glue joint. So don't even worry about that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to shave down his arm about like that. Okay? And I'm going to try to keep from moving around so much so Judy doesn't get mad at me. I do have to hold it away from me to be able to see what I'm doing. This guy has spent years in the mine, so his shoulders will be kind of drooped a bit. First we've got to get the right thickness for them. And again, you can see the reason for leaving so much material up there. There we go, that's getting pretty good. And don't be afraid to cut off some of your detail that you might have carved on there before. To get the right look to the piece. Again, that's the pencil line, that little black part right there. That's that pencil line we drew on it. But you can see the glue joint we have right there. I mean, it is perfect. And again, you don't want his shoulders looking like they're attached. You want them to look like they join everything else. And just about to that point. You have to find the spot to where the shirt is sewn to the body of the piece, which is about right there. Around the front, it's about right there. So from there we kind of can make a little separation. lines that I carved in before we attached it. I carved almost all that away, so we'll go ahead and put some of that back now. I'm going to do the same back here. Bought us a few chickens when the grandkids were here. They live overseas in a protected compound. So each time they come back, we try to give them a little more taste of what America is really about. And they really had fun with those chickens. Of course, they're gone now. And Judy and I are stuck with all the eggs. We only got 3 chickens. But we get about 3 eggs out of them every day. So we've been eating lots of eggs lately. One thing I like to do here on the back is I've noticed that there's always a nice smooth, not a sharp crease, a smooth indented crease going up the back of the shoulder, back from the elbow to the shoulder. So I use just a small gouge again, and I just take a chip out like that. Now here we got a little square edge, we just don't want that. A little stronger right there. It's looking good. And we'll just put a patch on his arm here. Always wait till I get the things done, arm carved completely, before I even consider a patch, because a patch is going to just become part of the shirt, so it will have all the wrinkles and everything that the shirt does. real shallow. That's good. Come off of there. There, we got a patch on his arm now. Doesn't show up so much now, but it will once we paint it. There, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Not too bad. A little thick right in there. Much better. Let's just take a quick look here. Looks pretty good. Okay, we got just a few minutes left here. So what I think I'll do is put a patch on one knee. Let's see, which knee shall we do it on? Well, that has a patch there, and let's put it on this knee here. Again, you don't want to overdo it. Right here, this is what you have to watch out for when you're doing patches and things like that. You don't want your patch standing out, way out from the piece that it's attached to. So make sure you take that piece and you carve anything away that indicates a bump where you went and carved down to the patch. See there how much difference that made it look? Same thing goes up here. See, we'll carve that bump away from there so the patch fits on the leg much more naturally. alterations. Where maybe the guy's wife didn't do such a great job lining up the material when she put it on there. There's always one area that you can't get to. If you take your gouges and you just kind of take it on the edge, you can get that out of there. And again, just kind of rough it up just a bit. So now he's got a patch on his leg. Alright, so we're moving right along. So in the next video, I think we'll start figuring out what he's going to be doing with this arm. And I've got a pretty good idea. We'll wait and I'll tell you that in the next segment. So until then, I'll talk to you later.